Hello and welcome to Department of Business at Aspen University. Course CIS685 Section 1E Business. My name is Wendy and today I will be doing my PowerPoint presentation on information security, the CIO or Chief Information Officer role in online business and cybersecurity. On the objective, I will go over the role of the CIO in an online business, CIO's relationship with other departments, challenges facing CIOs today, security challenges for CIOs, best practice for online business, case study, Equifax data breach, understanding DDoS attacks, role of security policies, conclusion, then reference. The role of the CIO in an online business. In the world of digital technology, the Chief Information Officer (CIO) is one of the most influential decision makers, and they play a significant role in every online organization. Not only do they drive the online growth strategies, but they also ensure that the technology in place align with the goals of the organization. With this emphasis, Chaffee et al. 2019 said that CIO does the work of managing his IT infrastructure in terms of resource, which means he builds it to be efficient, secure, and providing service that are friendly to the end users. They have to have a mindset geared towards being both innovation and at the same time completing the daily tasks without exceeding limit in terms of outlays, overseeing IT teams and serving the needs of the present. Because of this, the CIO is seen as a critical position holder whose duty is to give the business an edge in its online operation. CIO's relationship with other departments. The CIO interaction hosts applications for increasing cooperation with a series of departments, which present opportunities for commonalities in digitalization capability. Chaffee et al. 2019 described an array of options for helping marketing, including presenting tools that allow us to execute digital campaigns online, working with operation on automation technology, and associating with HR to offer secure means for employees to access their tools. Technology relate collaborations with the finance department are therefore very pertinent when managing IT investment. All these interactions ensure that whatever technology we are investing our time in, thereby aiding in business with better alignment and compromise on the primary business. Challenges facing CIOs today. Therefore, the challenges faced by the CIO today are slightly more complex than it used to be due to the several problems it compromises. The cybercrime threats have metamorphosed and require a lot more effort to combat them, and unknowingly, the CIO is always learning more about the fast changing field of computer science. It's not easy as the author Loudon and Trevor 2020 continue to point out, for CIOs to achieve greater success in the case of technology, especially with limited financial resource for either cloud computing, among other devices, and with working from home within the realm of these contradictory phenomena, they function strategic thinking and sharing between the CIO practice arise. Security challenge for CIOs. With the responsibility to combat internal and external threats, Chief Information Officers (CIOs) have been heavily concerned about security. Phishing, data breaches, and insider wrongdoing have penetrated companies operating on the Internet. The way these activities were carried out made them great threats to the organization. Compliance with laws like GDPR impose greater accountability on the issue. For instance, according to Sheffield et al. 2019, CIOs are duty bound to combat the emerging risks peculiar with mobile technology and the Internet of Things. Security planning has become a twofold, continuous and diversified area of apprehension that directly impact business operation continuity. Best practice for online business. In the workplace, it is important to follow best practice to ensure cybersecurity in protecting the IT environment of any digital business, as well as the confidence of all the stakeholders involved. Rendered protection is a product of the multi-factor verification, which is better provided with SSL and more protection over payment auction site. This is because, according to research Smith 2020 explained that data losses from attacks are already happening. Krantz also insists remind that frequent backup and software upgrade are a good way of ensuring that data will not be lost. Staff will have to undergo ongoing education examination in order to ensure that they are not complacent and are conscious of potential hazard in the workplace. Case study Equifax data breach. In 2017, the Equifax data breach demonstrated how severe the consequence can be when the proper principle to adhere to basic computer operation and software are violated. Over 147 million people had their confidential data put in the public domain after a known software weakness was not recertified. Romanski 2016 insists that an appropriate upgrade and routine analysis of the system can help prevent a disaster like the one that struck Equifax. The CIO, in order to prevent such disaster, must reportedly implement rigorous control, especially in this case. Understanding DDoS attacks. In common parlance, attacker systems are called DDoS attacks, and these try to put one system to fail by simply casting a massive amount of traffic upon it. These attacks usually target servers or websites in such a way that legitimate access is denied to users. Keeshan and Hayes 2012 outlined some of the mitigation techniques: traffic filtering system, firewall to block or absorb inappropriate material, or CDNs to absorb the malicious traffic. It is therefore within the remit of the Chief Information Officer to see that there are policies and that the systems are made resilient to cyber threats. Roles of security policies. A digital environment that is secure is subject to the security standards of the environment that have been properly developed. Incident response mechanisms are outlined. Restrictions may be placed on access, and standards are set for all employees, according to Sheffield et al. 2019. This data protection procedure assures compliance with regulation and, as such, instills confidence in the client since it shows a willingness to protect private data. Simply put, the policy assists in reducing any form of risk by making decision-making a security-related matter easier. Conclusion. Besides performing the role of strategist, the CIO of an online firm is responsible for managing the organization's digital infrastructure. Given the nature of operation, CIOs should be involved in deep cross-departmental coordination, implement best practice, and take an active approach toward cybersecurity. The digital world keeps changing. Hence, CIOs ought to stay vigilant and flexible to guard business and foster innovation. This is the reference, and this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time.